Early on, it did bother me. It did used to get to me like until like 24-ish maybe. Used to like people used to say comments. It used to like rattle me up a little bit. I think now, unless it's because as I got older, I realized someone that's actually doing well is not going to stop and throw rocks at you, right? They're like, it'll be maybe from a place of healthy criticism. Sure, I'll take that. But if it's like someone that has nothing going on for themselves on Instagram or whatever, and they're commenting about something about me, it's more about them than it is about me. And I can't let that kind of get to me. It's like a saying I heard when I was 24 or 25, you can't throw a rock at every barking dog. You won't get far. Right? What the hell was that?
What was that?
Yeah.
What about it?
Probably.
I don't think so. That was
You kept composure. He was like,
I jumped, bro.
he jumped, but he looked straight.
I was popped over there. That's okay. We can keep that in. We can cut it out.
Yeah, but yeah. So now it's like people say stuff. I don't care, right? Unless, like for example, Raja comes to me and says something about business. Like I'll listen to. I'll be like, okay, it's coming from a place of healthy criticism, right? Maybe what he's saying I can implement, right? But if someone that hasn't ever built a business and comes to me and says you're doing this the wrong way, I'm like, okay, how do you know what the right way is? Like, and by no disrespect, you know. So at this point, it doesn't, I don't care. But when I was first starting out, oh yeah, it bothered me. I'm curious to know what your take on that is. How did it ever bother you?
Yeah, I try to rile them up even more.
Yeah, because I've seen that. But have you always been like that? Like when
all the time.
Like from the beginning when you
Always.
Okay.
I've always been the one who like if I'm gonna poke you and if I see a reaction, I'll go hands in.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep on poking the bear, poke, see what happens. Because like so I worked on the rigs,
Sure.
right? So in the oil rigs, that's like ruthless.
Yeah.
Ruthless, in person, in your face, everyone. You know, so when I came on social media after the rigs and a sales job and like people shutting doors in your faces. So you had that exposure, yeah. So online it was like, what are these kids saying this? Like you know, why are they acting like this? Like that was my initial thought. You know, and then I started to question that, okay, like where are they really coming from? Like, you know, why are these thoughts coming to their minds for them to ought to say certain things, you know? But it really didn't bother me. And there's something I've talked to him about this too. Like if I have food on my table and if someone can't physically take this away, I'm least bothered with what anyone says. Unless they take it away, then I got a problem.
Okay. So nothing people have ever said or done, like any stage, has ever bothered you at all?
There was a time when the trolls, they got like really mad. They started making memes about me, my kids.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
like my family, that bothered me a little bit.
So people have involved your family and
oh yeah,
so on.
absolutely,
Okay,
and
yeah.
that really bothered me. But then there were also some guys. They said, "Hey Raja, like, you know, you should stop this Instagram, stop all this videoing thing because like, you know, your family's name is being dragged on the internet, stuff like that." But then I looked at it this way. Right, there are certain people in my family who are more famous than me, and they had scandals made about them. Like, you know, you look at Trump, you look at like, you know, all these controversial political guys. They have it the worst. So I'm like, okay, if they can deal with that, I'm a nobody compared to them. So, and then I was like, you know, I tried to like shove it away, and then I thought about this. Whoever's doing this, he's going through a phase where he has so much time going through this. Maybe one day they're going to go to university, or life is going to get tougher for them, or they're going to get a job where they won't have time. They went on for a year.
Wow.
Or full 12 months, and then after that, it just died off.
Yeah, I realized when you stop paying attention, they eventually leave.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think
but that was tough, though.
I can imagine. No, I can only imagine. And, you know, you're quite a private person in terms of the family side, so then they know that's probably like a pain point. And then I think it's like a low blow, you know what I mean? Someone taking advantage.
Yeah.
Because both of you don't put too much family.
I stopped. I stopped. Like I have two nieces. I used to put them up on my story. I've never really put my mom up on purpose. Just, you know, I've put my sisters up. They have Instagram, but I've seen people have tried to like use certain things on a micro scale. So for that, I just stopped kind of showing it, right? And just like on a personal level, I've stopped showing certain things on Instagram.
Yeah, you don't post a lot of stories.
I stopped, yeah.